everyone, welcome back. It's VFTB, your favorite sports show on YouTube. I'm Leo, here joined with
Jose, your NBA drafts analyst as of now. We did a Trae Young video.
We did. And today,
a few weeks ago. And today we're going to talk about DeAndre Ayton.
Today we're posing the question, in a hypothetical scenario, if the Celtics have the chance to draft Ayton, what he does for that team.
And Leo, why are we asking this question?
Because, for those who don't know, last draft the Celtics made a trade with the Sixers to get this year's Lakers pick protected 2-5.
And why does Ayton interest you so much as a missing piece of the Celtics dynasty? What's so special about him?
See, so the Celtics have a lot of guards and they have a lot of forwards on their team, but what they're really missing is rebounding and that big man to really take them to the next level and create almost a dynasty, in my opinion.
So Horford has been great for them this year. A lot of NBA hipsters sort of have him as the Celtics' real MVP, not so much Kyrie. He's been a great option for them. One of the big things I think he does for them is the pick and pop game.
Yeah.
DeAndre Ayton also excels at that, as we've seen in his highlights so far in his college game. Can you elaborate more on this?
So, from what I've seen from Ayton, from what I've read online and what I've seen from videos, this guy's a physical specimen. He's a big guy, 7'1", 250, 7'6" wingspan. A lot of NBA scouts compare him to David Robinson, and you know well David Robinson's game.
So David Robinson coming into the league was a physical specimen of his own. He's one of the most muscular, scariest players. Physically, one of the nicest guys in the NBA
around the league,
that you hear. And Ayton looks like that too. He's dominating the Pac-12 right now in a way that we haven't seen bigs dominate. So coming into the season, he was a number 3 recruit. But as of last year in 2016, he was a number 1 recruit for quite a while. Obviously, Bagley had to recommit, and then Porter came along. But he's clearly a talented player.
A lot of last season he was the number 1 recruit. One of his weaknesses that scouts say is that he kind of is in and out of games, sometimes isn't engaged. So that's sort of why he dropped down. Because longer in his senior year, he kind of was unengaged and fell down to the number 3 spot.
It is tough, but you see with a guy that big, it must be hard to stay focused when you're so much more dominant than who you play around. And I think in Arizona, we've seen that it hasn't been as big an issue as it was in high school. And I think when he goes to the pros, it will be even less of an issue when he's facing competition that's up to his level.
Talks a lot about Ayton's physical sort of game, but let's talk about the numbers. He's putting up 20 points, 11 rebounds, 32 PER, shooting 33% from
62 from the field.
62 from the field.
Those numbers jump out. It doesn't matter what. They actually compare very favorably to David Robinson's numbers back when he was at Navy. And the competition back then for Navy wasn't the strongest as the Pac-12 is now. We've seen in recent years the Arizonas, UCLA last year making deep runs. Oregon, it's a good conference, and he's making a mockery of it really in the post, from the pick and roll, rebounding, defending. So it is very encouraging, the signs to see those, and 33% from the 3-point is what's going to really entice teams. Because he can stretch the floor.
So what I've seen from his game is I really like that he can shoot the ball. We've seen so far this season and last season a lot of bigs adapting the 3-point shot to their game. Like Marc Gasol, we saw Brook Lopez take a lot of threes last season. And I think that elevates his game as a center for this new age NBA.
And you know, he goes to the University of Arizona, and we've seen Markkanen come in and be so good as a big because of his ability to shoot threes. Maybe there's some coaching going on in Arizona. I'm not sure that Ayton could pick up one. But not only do I like that, I like his confidence. Even if he's having a bad shooting night, he's still going to go to his jump shot. He's still going to try to spread the floor, because as soon as he gets one in, you have to close in on him, and it opens everything up for Arizona.
Another number we didn't mention just now that's very impressive to me is he shoots 71% from the free throw line. So we've seen players like last season, Andre Drummond's game was very limited because he couldn't shoot from the line, and this season he's improved that, and we've seen his game taken elevate.
That's a huge aspect of it, because part of his confidence comes that he can be physical inside the paint. But if he can't shoot the free throws, he's gonna get discouraged. Might start shooting from outside more, lose some of his rebounding edge. So it is nice to see him shoot the threes, and it's nice to see bigs in general be able to shoot threes, because it just makes the offensive game in the NBA so much better when everyone can be involved on offense.
So what I want to touch on now is how he really fits into this Celtics team. So we know they have Kyrie Irving, they have a big already with Al Horford. They have these forwards, Hayward, Tatum, Brown, and I feel like he's that one piece that they could really use, because they're not the best rebounding team, but they're a very good defensive team, so you can add on both ends of the floor.
I like that he can spread the floor, so you can let Kyrie go to work and not clog the paint for him. Hayward should come back next season, which again will also add more to the spacing. If he can shoot 3 at the clip that he is now, which predicting college to NBA threes is very hard, as we've seen. But if he can do that, the Celtics offense, I think, will go to a new level. When you add Hayward and you consider that. Defensively, I think he could turn into a very good player under Stevens. He's got all the physical tools. He's got the smarts. When he's focused, he's very good on defense, and it seems like he has been more focused this season. And Stevens won't take him not being focused. He's got demand focus at all times. I think it's going to be a great piece for them. It's pretty scary to think that they could get him and get even better and younger.
Yeah, and I think the Celtics over the last couple of years have shown that they're one of the better destinations for rookies. We've seen with Tatum and with Brown, under Brad Stevens' guidance, really play significant minutes in the NBA and produce at a high level.
One thing I'll add, it's not only good for rookies, but it's a great place to grow as a player, because Terry Rozier got drafted in 2015 and he's having his best season now. Marcus Smart has improved tons, even though his shooting is still very limited. He's been a really key player for them. So if he goes there, he knows he's going to go to a place where he can develop into a great player. Whereas if he got drafted by other teams picked that high, more mediocre teams, maybe that wouldn't be the case.
Yeah, and it's obvious that the Boston Celtics are looking for a big man. There's a lot of talk of them trading for Marc Gasol, Anthony Davis, DeMarcus Cousins. So bringing in Ayton not only brings in a future star who's very young, has a lot of time to grow, but think about in terms of money. That's sometimes we forget. Money is also a thing. So he'll be under a rookie contract scale for a while for the Celtics. So they'll have some room to play around with other players.
Yeah, considering the value they get from Horford now at an expensive contract, if they could sort of get something similar from Ayton at the rookie level, it would be huge for them. Yeah. Maybe they could go out and get a free agent or something. Yeah. I'm not sure, because I don't know if Stevens is that type of guy. I know they just got Hayward. Yeah. But that was, they coached him about.
But everything we've really said is in a hypothetical scenario. So the Celtics need some luck. They need the Lakers pick, which right now they would be getting. But Ayton seems like a guy who might be going number 1. So they would have to give up some more assets to be able to attain him. But I think under Stevens, we've seen a lot of bench players. He goes deep into his bench. So a lot of bench players, he's adding value to them, which he could use to maybe get up to the first overall pick and kind of do what they did last year in reverse and get Ayton. Well, right now in mocks, he is the number 1 guy. And like we mentioned in our Trae Young video, I think it really depends, because there's 6 prospects, in my opinion, who after that, those 6 guys, it's a drop-off in the draft. So it really depends what team gets what pick and where they go in the best scenario.
Yeah, I can't see a team passing up on him, though, if he's worthy of the number 1. Bigs like that don't come very often.
Yeah, last time I checked.
It's interesting because we said that in the Trae Young video, keep going back to it, but it did seem like it was a bit of a 3-player draft, and now suddenly it's, like you said, it's a 6-player draft, and you consider Mo Bamba, Trae Young, and DeAndre Ayton with the other 3 that we mentioned. It's crazy. It's crazy to think, who else could come in? Yeah. It's very exciting. We're going to keep you guys updated with more content on all these players, and maybe do a little bit of a mock draft soon.
Okay. All right, so that's everything we have to say about Ayton. Thanks for watching our videos. Check out some of our old videos if you want to see more content.
And we've got more of these coming up, we promise. We'll do breakdowns on most of the top prospects. Yeah. As well as some soccer content. Hope you guys like the Coutinho video. Yeah. And our new video on Kyle Kuzma and Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah. So if you guys liked the video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, comment.
Tell your friends, tell your family.
And this is VFTB. We'll see you guys next time.